investing and the rest. So investing we've actually already done. We just need to do the fixed deposit. I just want to say with the fixed assets, when we sell the fixed assets, the thing that goes in here is the selling price. Now you will see in all the exercises that you're going to get, every single exercise, they say that they sell the fixed asset at carry value. Okay, that's why we put the carry value there. But as we know, they always test if you understand the concept. And the concept that we need to understand is that we show the cash that's coming in. So, in other words, if this is the carry value, and they told me we made a profit of 1,000, we didn't sell it at carry value, we sold it at a profit of 1,000. What would I put here? Would I still just put 4,000? No, what would I put? 5,000. Because I got the carry value plus an extra 1,000. If I told you we made a loss of 1,000, I would have put 3,000 there. Because this is not, I'm not putting the carry value there. I'm putting the selling price there. But in all the exercises you're going to get, they sell at carry value. Okay? Yes.
Here's what I keep again. So you say, if they tell you that the carry value is this, and then you made a profit of 1,000,
you add it to the carry value. Because you want the selling price. You want to put the selling price there. Okay. Now let's go see. Is there a fixed deposit? No, there's not. Now I want you just to make sure. You see here the format. It was non-current assets, fixed assets, financial assets, fixed deposit. So sometimes they will put in financial assets, or they will put in investments. Okay. So there's nothing. So I block on top, it gives me 56. Please guys, don't not block on top, because every block on top is a bagel. So, cash flow. So, I know you guys don't believe me when I say these things, but I'm saying it again, and maybe now in grade 12 you will believe me. Yeah, 60, it's a minus 60. Plus 4. Gives me a minus 56. Remember, what's wrong by my reading? No, I'm blocking and topping. I'm not working backwards, I'm blocking and topping. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You all think that working a calculator is easy. You've been doing it since grade 1. But let me tell you, this thing is either your friend or your foe. It's your enemy if you are not used to it. I'm not talking about seeing it. You have to be used to it. And the only way to get used to it is to do it. So push the buttons every time you need to add. Because in a test and an exam, if you are not used to doing this fast, you're not suddenly going to have the ability in the exam. It's something you need to practice. Don't think you can do it. Do it. And then know that you can do it. Please. Because this is the thing that costs a lot of you a lot of marks. Because you put extra zeros, not enough zeros. You take very long to add. And that is where you are losing your time. Let's go on. So now we go to the buying and selling of shares. Now when I buy back shares, it's very important that we realize here it's the total buyback price. In other words, I'm going to take the one in the ordinary share capital and the one in the retained income. The average and above average. So now let's see what information they gave me about shares. If I look here, they didn't give me anything. Let's start with the balance sheet. The balance sheet, they give me an opening and a closing, right? Then when I go to the extra notes, it's only about fixed assets. No? There's nothing about capital. If I go to the retained income, can you see there's no above average? Okay, so we assume we didn't buy back because there's no extra information. So I'm literally, why am I saying I'm assuming we're buying? We're selling because it increased. The share capital increased with 75. You see that? So you're going to say you issued 75. You're going to see, you're never going to get it easy like that. In the other papers you'll see, they're going to start giving you information on the ordinary share capital. That's why I'm saying they love to give you the ordinary share capital note here. Okay, so let's go look. Loan. So with the loan, again, they don't say loan. They say non-current liabilities. And can you see it's a decrease? So did I make a loan or did I pay a loan? I paid a loan. How much did I pay on the loan? 40. And paying a loan is a bracket. So now I block and I top again. So minus 40 plus 75 gives me 35. So can you see the two methods of getting capital? In the end, I only got 35,000 cash that I can use. Okay. So now, we all know that if I take the 14, the 6, the this, I will get this. But let me tell you, when we mark this, we mark it from the bottom to the top. We mark it like that. So you're always going to do it like that, yes.
Why is the decreasing loan a negative?
Because we're paying, it's money going out. Remember, always keep in mind, we are not here working with the loan. We're working with what did the loan do to my cash. It's always about the cash. If I'm buying stock, yes, my trading stock is increasing, that's wonderful. But to make my trading stock increase, what happened to my cash? It decreased. You see? So don't think in terms of the thing you see here. Think in terms of what did this thing do to my cash. Okay? Sure. So now, with cash and cash equivalents, always remember you're going to take the bank overdraft and the cash. You have to take both into consideration. And you don't have to write that long sentence. You just say cash open, cash change, cash open, cash close. That's all. So now let's go here. I'm going to put this like this, because I want you to see both. So, if I look at 2021, can you see there is a bank overdraft with both? And can you see there's a cash equivalence with both? Can you see that? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my cash. So I say the cash is 500. Let me move it here. The cash is 500. Ne? The overdraft is 5,000. So I'm starting with a negative 45. When I look at the closing, the cash is 500. The negative, the overdraft is 11,800. So again, I have a negative 11,3. Now I'm going to reverse. So I say minus, I'm going to write it down, minus 11,3 plus 4,5 gives me minus 5,800. And you can double check by saying minus 5,8 minus 4,5 gives me minus 11,3. Can you see we had a
6,800.
okay? Can you see we had a outflow of cash? We have a net outflow of cash. Okay, which is not that much. It's 6,800. Remember, it's a company. But we would rather have a net inflow. But in any case, I want you now to just double check. If you say 14,2 minus 56 plus 35, you will also get minus 6,800. Okay.